stamp it at?
So we've landed, we're on the American side, driving around for a few days.
On the American side.
American side, getting ready to go over to Canada. And Alicia's looking at her passport.
I want to see where they will stamp it at.
Anywhere they'll
I
stamp
have
it.
lots of open space since this is my first use.
Toronto has a feel of a miniature Chicago or New York. The first day we were in town, the city was encouraging walking and biking by closing the main streets, allowing pedestrians to walk around. Our hotel was close to the tourist attractions, allowing us to quickly introduce ourselves to Toronto's version of Times Square. A great way to see the city is by bus. Take the 2-hour tour and don't jump off. Just get the lay of the land. It'll save you time in the long run. You'll get the idea of those places that you want to get off and come back and see. Casa Loma, Spanish for Hill House, is a Gothic revival-style castle and gardens in Midtown Toronto. The original residence for financier Sir Henry Pellet, who made and lost his riches by being a franchise owner of electricity made available from Thomas Edison. Casa Loma was constructed over a 3-year period from 1911 to 1914. The home at the time cost $3.5 million and took a team of 300 workers. This elegant 89-room residence covered 65,000 square feet of living space. As the years passed, the government determined that no individual could own the rights to electricity, and they dissolved the agreement by giving Sir Pellet nothing in return. The owner enjoyed life in the castle for less than 10 years, leaving in 1923. After a number of investor attempts to bring back the residence to its former glory, the city seized Casa Loma in 1933 for $27,000 in back taxes owed. Towering over 1,815 feet above the earth, the CN Tower has been classified as one of the 7 wonders of the modern world, as the tallest tower in the Western Hemisphere, serving as a tourist facility and broadcasting tower to Toronto. Niagara by the Lake is a must-see, charming town of 15,000 residents, located in southern Ontario, where the Niagara River meets Lake Ontario. It touts itself as the only town in Canada that still has a distinguished lord as mayor, although really no one has determined if there's any additional privileges being a lord. Located less than 30 minutes away from Niagara Falls, it's quite a contrast between the tourist attraction of the falls. The beautifully manicured Main Street displays quaint shops, stunning plants and flowers unlike any town in the continent. Blessed with 4-star restaurants and some of the finest first-class hotels and B&Bs around, with the likes of Queen's Landing, Pillar and Post, and the Prince of Wales Hotel. This stunning hotel displays the elegance of those days gone by. One of the most fascinating parts of this trip was the 27-mile Welland Canal that connects Ontario and Lake Erie through a series of 8 locks, raising and lowering these huge vessels some 326 feet. Now that's the difference between the 2 bodies of water. Approximately 40 million tons of cargo is carried through the canal each year. We spent nearly 2 hours watching a single cargo ship navigate several of the locks. The most interesting part was once in the lock, it took less than 12 minutes to raise this huge barge to the next level. It's a must-see to any traveler to the region. Niagara Falls is a collective name for 3 waterfalls that straddle the international border between Canada and the United States: the Horseshoe Falls, the American Falls, and the Bridal Veil Falls. Located on the Niagara River, which drains Lake Erie into Lake Ontario, the combined falls forms the highest flow rate of any waterfall in the world, with an average of 85,000 cubic feet per second, with a vertical drop of more than 165 feet. Although during peak flow season, the volume sometimes reaches as much as 225,000 cubic feet. This is no doubt a sight to see, get close to, and even watch during the day and night. However, don't get disappointed with the commercialization of a town that has grown up around the area. The atmosphere feels more like a carnival than the majestic beauty that it is.